Picture this: Andrew Tobias sitting in a bustling New York cafe, flipping through decades of financial chaos and calm. He's scribbling notes not about wild stock tips but the quiet power of everyday money choices. Why does this humble approach turn out to be the smartest, most enduring strategy for millions? Stick around because you're about to learn why your money doesn't need to be fancy to grow, just smart. Most folks dive into investments with fireworks and fancy jargon. Tobias cuts through that noise. Let's see why simplicity isn't just wise, it's the secret weapon. Tobias tells the story of Buffett, who doesn't chase trendy stocks. Instead, Buffett's holding a steady hand on plain, broad index funds like the S&P 500 year after year. It's not glamour, but it's gold. Buffett's secret: he's buying a slice of America's entire economy, quietly collecting its growth, no flashy moves needed. Imagine investing as planting an orchard. An index fund is like planting thousands of different fruit trees at once: apples, oranges, cherries. Instead of putting all your energy into a single exotic tree that might never bear fruit, this diversity shields you from storms and lets your money ripen consistently year after year. Complex investment schemes often look exciting, like a flashy sports car, but Tobias warns they're more like flashy sports cars with fuzzy brakes. Adding exotic financial instruments or chasing hot tips adds risk and fees. You'll likely pay a steep price, not just cash but stress and lost sleep. The payoff: sticking to simple investments means your money grows steadily without drama. Retirement feels far off until it sneaks up and slams your wallet. Tobias rewires your thinking: how small steps today stop crushing worries tomorrow. Tobias shares the story of a young woman, Sarah, who began investing just $50 a month at age 25. Many ignored her, saying it was too little to matter. But by the time she hit 65, thanks to consistent contributions, her account blossomed to over $150,000. The lesson: starting early, even tiny, builds an unstoppable snowball. Think of compound interest like planting a snowball on a snowy hill. It's tiny at first, but as it rolls down, it picks up snow, growing bigger, faster, consuming more hillside as it tumbles. Your money earns money, and that earning of earnings is what Tobias calls the most powerful force in personal finance. Too many treat retirement like a fantasy vacation without a ticket. Tobias flips the script: retirement expense planning is your ticket. Break your future needs into today's numbers. Think healthcare, hobbies, housing. When you plan this way, retirement stops being a stress-inducing myth and becomes a practical, achievable goal. High fees and hidden expenses silently nibble your returns. Tobias reveals a brutally simple truth: controlling costs is like keeping your money on a leash. Tobias describes a typical mutual fund charging 1.5% annually. That may sound small until over 30 years it eats away nearly half your gains. For instance, a $10,000 investment turning into $60,000 before fees might only be worth $35,000 after. This fee trap is why Tobias champions low-cost index funds. Small expenses, huge difference. Watch out: taxes and penalties can sneak up like rip currents. Tobias paints the picture of a retiree Tom withdrawing early from his 401k without understanding penalties. The surprise tax bill wiped out months of savings. Planning your withdrawals with tax rules in mind isn't just smart, it's necessary self-defense. Advisors can be great, but Tobias warns about the gloss and commissions. Like a friendly used car salesman, some advisors push products that benefit their pockets more than yours. He argues that educating yourself to handle simple investments saves a massive chunk of fees and aligns your best interests with your wallet's. Back in that New York cafe, Tobias isn't chasing the next big thing. He's showing you how steady steps, simple investments, early saving, fee awareness build a fortress for your future. So try this: choose one low-cost index fund today, set up an automatic monthly contribution, and watch your money start working without the drama. Because really, that's all there is to it. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.